All right, November 16th. Yeah, I think so. All right, Amazon. Flash briefing. Let's get this party started. Amazon. Flash briefing.
Jamie, getting your flash briefing. In NPR News.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Dwayne Brown. The Senate is expected to take up legislation today that would protect same-sex marriage. NPR's Windsor Johnston tells us it appears that Democrats will be able to get the 10 votes needed from Republicans to pass the bill after making some last-minute tweaks.
A bipartisan group of senators revised the legislation to include a number of provisions, including one that will ensure that nonprofit religious organizations won't be forced to endorse same-sex marriage. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer.
I hope, for the sake of tens of millions of Americans, that at least 10 Republicans will vote with us to protect
not condone it, but not force you to approve it.
The rights and dignity of millions of Americans depend on it.
Senate Democrats moved to codify same-sex marriage after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, and Justice Clarence Thomas, in a concurring opinion, said the decision on same-sex marriage should be revisited. Windsor Johnston, NPR News, Washington.
The president of Poland says a deadly missile explosion on the border with Ukraine was likely not an intentional attack on Poland, while Germany's chancellor says the missile strike in eastern Poland should be fully investigated before drawing any conclusions.
Pool their funds together and get dinged on taxes like the rest of us.
The blast on NATO soil has raised fears of a deeper confrontation with Russia.
Scholz says he's spoken with Polish President Andrzej Duda and expressed his condolences following the blasts near Poland's border with Ukraine. Choosing his words carefully, Scholz referred to the blasts as a terrible incident and cautioned against making hasty decisions. Speaking to German broadcaster NTV, Scholz said,
"You know that's what you really want, government."
The cause of this missile strike is being carefully clarified. Right now, there is no sense in spreading rumours and making assumptions that don't prove to be true. Speaking at the G20 summit in Bali, President Joe Biden said early information suggests the blasts may not have been caused by a missile fired from Russia. Moscow has denied its missiles struck Poland. For NPR News, I'm Leslie Nicholson in Berlin.
Speaking from his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida last night, former President Donald Trump launched another run for the White House after teasing the potential comeback since leaving office almost 2 years ago.
In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
The former president is already facing blame for his party's poor performance in the midterm elections, where nearly all of the Trump-backed candidates lost. Trump is also facing a slew of legal challenges involving his business practices as well as classified documents seized by the FBI from his Florida home. Qatar will be home to this year's FIFA World Cup beginning later this month. It's the first time the Mideast has hosted the World Soccer Tournament. This is NPR. The Democratic Republic of the Congo, or DRC army, says rebels fighting government forces in the eastern part of the country are inching closer to Goma, the provincial capital there. Hundreds are fleeing from the fighting to join those already displaced, as Ish Mafundikwa reports.
The M23, one of the more than 100 militia groups operating in eastern DRC, has fought government forces on and off for years. Since resuming hostilities last month, it has captured swaths of territory. The M23 was formed in 2012 to defend Congolese Tutsis against Hutu armed groups. It accuses the government of reneging on a demobilization agreement. The DRC accuses neighboring Rwanda of supporting the rebels. Rwanda denies the charge. Regional diplomatic efforts to ease the tension are underway. For NPR News, I am Ish Mafundikwa in Harare.
The annual Consumer Report Survey finds gas-electric hybrids were the most reliable vehicles sold in the U.S. this year, while big pickup trucks and fully electric cars performed the worst in this year's reliability survey. The Consumer Report says hybrids are generally reliable with few frills, while automakers are trying to fit too much into the electric features in more expensive pickups and EVs. Hybrids have been around for more than 20 years, and they don't have a lot of the technology that's caused problems with other vehicles. European stocks are trading mostly higher today after Asian shares finished lower. This is NPR.
Well, they've only been around for
Hi, I'm
20
Daniel
years.
Alarcon, host of NPR's Spanish language podcast, Violent
Okay.
This season, Superman flies to Chile for some real-life heroics. A very
Hey,
strange dog
skip it.
becomes front page
Amazon.
news in Peru.
Skip.
In NASA news, following a successful launch of NASA's Space Launch System, SLS, the most powerful rocket in the world, the agency's Orion spacecraft is on its way to the moon as part of the Artemis program. For the 12th consecutive year, NASA has received an unmodified or clean opinion from an external auditor on its fiscal year 2022 financial statements. NASA has awarded a contract modification to SpaceX to further develop its Starship human landing system to meet agency requirements for long-term human exploration of the moon under Artemis.
Good luck with that.
Experts from NASA and other institutions will be available by teleconference at 11 a.m. EST on Thursday, November 17th, to answer media questions about early science results from the agency's James Webb Space Telescope. NASA will host a media briefing on Thursday, November 17th at 2 p.m. EST to share early results from the low Earth orbit flight test of an inflatable decelerator, LOFTID, technology demonstration. In weather. Right now in Seattle, it's 34 degrees Fahrenheit with showers. Today's forecast has mostly sunny weather, with a high of 52 degrees and a low of 37 degrees. From NASA. Following
Okay.
a successful launch of NASA's
Amazon.
Space Launch System.
Off. Amazon, give us a joke.
What's the tooth fairy's favorite Arctic animal? The polar bear.
Oh, that kind of tooth fairy. Oh, alright. So, like a dentist, North Class? Alright, Amazon. Tell us a bad joke. Oh, there are no bad jokes today. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna say mine. Alright, everyone. Have a beautiful day wherever you are. Peace out.